Hey guys, it's my birthday. Not really. It's actually Sunday night. Well, Saturday night, early Sunday morning. You see my cat there? He's hunting a moth that just flew in my room from the garage. We're in my family room now. Looks like he got him. So I'm sorry you guys have to see that. I think he actually got away, but I don't know how long it's gonna last. Fuzz, please do not jump up on top of my bookshelves. I feel like he's thinking about doing that. Okay, anyway, it's not actually my birthday. It's very late Saturday night. Technically early Sunday morning, so technically my birthday is tomorrow. This is also my wedding anniversary. All right, my hair's a mess. And I told you guys we're gonna do some special stuff. So we're gonna do two things. Number one, I mentioned a few weeks ago that I am thinking about, I feel like there's a lot of glare. There we go. I mentioned a few weeks ago that I'm thinking about re-releasing the mystery boxes again, going through my stash again, pulling out some stuff. So I've done just that. Two things are special about this particular release. One, this is a lot of the stuff that a lot of this is stuff that I had plans for, but if I'm realistic with myself, I will probably never get to. So that flash you're seeing, remember I mentioned in my living room that my recess lights are shorted out and that's why I can't film in there? Well, the lights in the family room are starting to short out too. So one of the bulbs keeps like flashing every few minutes. That was it. So we gotta take care of that before we burn my house down. Anyway, what was I saying? So this is yarn that I had to really make some tough decisions about parting with, because I bought it because I wanted it, not just because I was like, oh, some of it, there is still some, it's on stale yarn, or just like yarn from when I didn't know what I was buying. But there's also a lot of yarn where I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. And so I had to be really honest with myself that I will probably never get to these projects, or you know, if I do, it's just gonna be so far down the line. So that is one thing special. So there's like yarn that's like not specifically special to me, but like yarn that was hard for me to part with. And the second special thing about these boxes, is that in order to celebrate my birthday with you guys, what I'm gonna do is from today, Monday, April 8th, to Wednesday, April 10th, I'm gonna have free shipping on these boxes in the Etsy shops. So that means I will make zero in the United States, okay? Like I can't, sorry guys. So I'm probably not gonna make a dime on these boxes. Like this is pretty much just so you guys like to celebrate, so you guys can kind of celebrate my birthday with me. I probably will lose money shipping these, but it's okay. So there's that. So there's 6 boxes. First come, first serve, obviously. They're gonna be on the shop. They should be live probably now. And yeah, they'll be live before you see this, but they're not live now as I'm filming, but they will be live before you see this. There's that. And so that's just, you know, a little thank you to everyone that supported me. So enjoy those. I hope you guys really like them. There's a lot of so in these boxes, the last box I had a lot of value acrylics and a lot of like wool blends. This box has a lot of natural fibers, but not necessarily wool. There's a little bit of wool. There's a good, depending, but there's a lot of like cottons. There's a lot of like cotton blends, viscose, like the silky viscosey stuff. There's a lot of what else I got there? There's some wool blends. There's a lot of natural fibers. So for those that like natural fibers, there's a lot of natural fibers. I will say, kind of like, just because of the order I was going through my boxes, like the totes that kind of were first, were where most of my natural fibers were. And so I did try to like keep some aside for use in every box, but like as we went down, probably there's less in some of the later box. I mean, but it's still a good amount. Like I made sure that there's a fair amount of like natural fibers. There's a lot of finer fibers. Not that I don't like fine fibers. Like I actually was like, oh, there's quite a bit that I was like, I could really do something with this. Like I found like, what is this stuff? Oh man, I found this stuff that I've had in my stash for a good 5 years probably. And do you guys remember Fair Isle Yarn? This is a yarn company. It's now defunct. I think right when I discovered them is also right when they were going out of business, which is so sad because their yarns were excellent. They had like plus this is a new couch. New to us at least. They had like these really great wool acrylic blend. I think it was like 80% probably acrylic and 20% wool maybe. But it was like really smooth. That I made my very first baby blanket out of. They had this 100% merino wool that I made a couple of hat and scarf sets. One of them I still have. One I made for a friend, but I never gave it to him. So when I was dating my husband, I gave it to him instead. He knows. I forget what that wool was called. The cotton acrylic was called, ooh, I think I have, okay, hold on. So there's that. But anyway, I found like this one called, I want to say Port or Harbor, I forget which. One is sorry. There's like a shadow. I want to make sure one of my family members isn't lurking. There's like a mysterious shadow on the wall, but the angle of it is like it can't be someone. My kitchen is over there. I think it's just the way the shadows are working out. Anyway, I like to like do my videos when there's not really anyone else around. I just feel a little more like uninhibited. So like if I hear my husband coming or my mom, my son, it doesn't really bother me. I'm always like, oh, gotta go. Anyway, so I found this one. I can't remember if it's called Harbor or Port. One of them is like a fine weight, and one of them is a medium weight. I have like a ton of this medium weight one, and so one of the reasons, so you know, Crystal Bag of Day is doing her shawl along with her like really intricate shawl, and one of the reasons I didn't join is because I don't really have a medium weight natural fiber in enough quantity, and I didn't want to go out and buy any. I kind of looked a little bit like on Hirschner's and stuff, but I didn't want to spend the money. So then I found these and I was like, oh, I could join with this, and I found some other stuff that I could totally use. And I was like, man, I could just set these aside and join, but then I parted with them. So I can't remember if any of them are, okay, hold on. You don't know about this other thing yet. Okay, so like there's that. There's some nice stuff. There's quite a bit of hobby yarn that I bought and never used. Some cotton, some acrylic, some wool blend. There is a few cakes. There's some stuff. Okay, so these are like slightly nicer probably, I want to feel like, than the last boxes I did, just because of what I parted with. Okay, so there's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Just my way of like saying thank you for your support. I have something else to say thank you for my support. I'm gonna do something that I didn't really think I'd ever do on this channel and have a giveaway. This is one of the boxes, and I'll try to go through this stuff with you without making a big mess and having to repack it. But this is one box, and I'm gonna give this away to one person. This is probably at least 10 pounds, maybe more of yarn. I don't know how many different skeins, cakes, etc. are in here, but we're gonna kind of go through it. I should have pulled all this stuff out and just, anyway. And this is like, a lot of this stuff is like my absolute ouch. Like, oh, that really hurt me to give you. Some of it didn't hurt as much. Some of these hurt a lot. And so I might give this away, and then whoever wins, I might immediately block you just from the pain in my heart. I hope that, so my my heater keeps kicking on every few minutes. Like when the return is like right in this room, so it's a bit loud, so I apologize if that's the case. I'm gonna back this up a little space. We're gonna go through this. Okay, right here on top, oh man, I didn't even get to use this. This is a 3-pack of Lion Brand Touch of Mohair. No idea where I got this from. I think I ordered it from Walmart's Marketplace. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I should not be rubbing this yarn. I forgot. I'm giving this away. Okay. It's in Mosaic Blue. It is I'm not gonna go through the details on everything, but this one I feel like was not super popular. 90% acrylic, 10% mohair. Plus I want to feel it because I don't remember. I never used this. Okay. Anyway, it's a 3-pack. How many? It's gonna get you 339 yards or 310 meters. So each. So that's close to 1,000 yards. Do some damage. I have a single mandala bonus bundle in the color Yeti. I think I have at least one more of these. I didn't even get into my cake bins. There's a couple bins I didn't get into yet. So, you know, we'll see the future holds. I'm getting rid of all of my booze. So your Truboos, your Koboos, your, what are the other booze? New booze. I don't even know which booze I have. I like them. There's nothing wrong with them. I just know I probably won't use them. Like these are ones I thought of even combining these with some of the other ones I found to do that shawl project. I just was like, you know what? As pretty as that shawl is, I don't need it. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily my style. Like that really intricate thing is not even really my style of what I would want to wear. So I was like, you know, I'm not gonna do it just to do it. Maybe one day I'll do it. But anyway, I got a bunch of the booze in this box. So I have at least 3 of these. I think this is like an olive. This is Truboo. Oh, it feels so soft to the touch. It's crazy. Not soft, it's so cool to the touch. My gosh. Bamboo. If y'all know, this is 100% rayon from bamboo. So this was like a olive celery. I got this one here in mauve. I got these 2 in hot pink. So, and this isn't a boo, but it's boo adjacent. This is, oh man, it's so fine. This is a Hobby Lobby like Yarn Bee Spinnies, which is a viscose and polyester blend. I have 2 of these in here. This one is also, it's finer than the boos, but it's so like cool to the touch. Man, it's also been in my garage. It's probably part of the reason. Now I got you some Peyton's Alpaca Blend. This one was hard to get rid of because I love these colors. Very like autumnal. And I just like I had dreamed of like making myself something with this, like a sweater, something with this. And it's really like, there were some other like alpaca blends that were out. This one is, what is this? This is probably like, what's the percentage? Let me find it somewhere. Of course I can't find it. There we go. 60% acrylic, 22% wool, 10% nylon, 8% alpaca. So with that blend, like there was a lot of other like alpaca blends that were out there, like around the same time as I bought these. And I remember like rubbing both of them on my face and like comparing, and this one was like so much softer and so much like smoother and like, as some people say, scarfable. So like I got these and I was like, I'm gonna put these colors together and make myself something just like so beautiful and autumnal. And that was probably 2 years ago. So I'm not even gonna go through the colors. They're beautiful though. Okay. I don't know that I have, I will say I have these. This one is 2 of the same color. 2 of the same color. These 2 I believe are one-offs, but we'll see. Maybe I'll find some more at the bottom of the box. I've got these 2. This is something I got at the sale last year. What are these? These are called the Rainbow Rhapsodies. I think I got 3 of these at the Hobby Lobby sale. And I've learned you don't need more than one. I can make one shawl and then I mean, I could make another shawl, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't need more than one of a specific color. So these two, which I believe are 100% cotton. No, 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. It's like a super fine, probably. It's very, or maybe a 2. It makes a size 2 needle, I'll say that. I think, does Hobby Lobby not put the actual, oh, I see it. It's a 1. I see it there. So anyway, these two are in there. Oh, this is what I was talking about. This is the wool. The wool, is it 100%? This is the wool blend, right? From Fair Isle Yarn. Yes, 70% acrylic, 25% superwash wool. So I made my very first baby blanket in this. This is called Fair Isle Nantucket. It is, I want to rub it on myself, but I'm just going to have to refrain. I'm going to say goodbye because this stuff is so soft. This is like, oh, so soft. It's so good. And they're gone. Which is so sad. Like, they were such a beautiful yarn company. So there's these 3. I was saving these to do some kind of project, like with these colors together. I have a couple scraps of this, like in other colors, that I think I might have 2 that I saved myself, like 2 full balls, like that I happened to find, like not when I found these. That I was like, I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna make myself like a nice hat or something with them, just to remember Fair Isle Yarn, RIP with. So there's 3 of these. There are 2 of these. This is the Barcelona Big. I don't want to take it out of the bag, but if you guys remember Barcelona, it is now, this is a Michaels brand. It is now known as Impressions. And, well, it's not now known as, like, the colors are different and stuff, but it's pretty much the same thing. This is their Premier Puzzle dupe. Exact same yarn. This is the big, so this is like the larger double ball. This is gonna give you 375 meters. It's a 5-weight, and we got 2 of those. Okay. This stuff. This is Hobby Manaya. So back when I discovered Hobby and was buying from them a lot, I would buy in like ridiculous quantities. I bought 3 of these. I used 1 to make a shawl, and I never used the other 2. I was trying to, sorry, there's little bits in my garage, trying to come up with what to do with them. I knew they were there. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh, this is a pretty rainbow color. I'm tempted. I have 1 more. Actually, I already put it in a box. I'm so tempted to fish it out because the shawl that I made years ago, I made this in 2020 with this. Like, I sometimes still use it, but it's like, it was not my best work. I have like missed stitches. Like, I see where it's coming apart, so it's probably not going to survive much longer. Oh, you're so pretty. But honestly, if I get the Manaya again, I might get it. Oh, so pretty. Oh. I'm like, I might get a different color, but actually I really love this color. But I actually didn't love the rainbow striping that it gave me in the shawl. Like, so I would maybe get a different color. But this is like my favorite blue here. This is like my favorite curry yellow. Like a lot of my favorite shades of, like, because it's kind of like emerald green. Like, it's so great. And it's like, it feels good. I love it. So there's 1 of those. I have no idea where these came from, but I found a ton of them. This is Patton's DK Classic Wool DK Superwash. So we all know the Patton's Classic Wool, the worsted weight, which is a total workhorse. Like, it's so good for so many things. I actually never used the DK version, but I can see it making like a really cool, I bet it's, I don't want to rub this on me. The worsted weight is not generally, like, it's okay, but I wouldn't necessarily make a wearable out of it. It's just a light bit, like a little bit scratchy. I don't mind it too much, probably because I always wear an undershirt. But even like your arms and, you know, like your clavicle and things, like, you don't want it, anything rubbing against you. But it is what it is. So there's, how many do I have? I have 6 of these. I don't remember where I got these from, but I bought them. And there's 6 of them for you here. So you guys see what I'm saying? Like, so many, like, not just acrylics. Here's another, oh, this one's a Caron cake, the big cake. Some of these are a little bit worse for wear just because I've had them for a long time and they've been like moved from tote to tote and all this stuff. Everything, nothing I'm putting in here is used though. Okay, so if they're getting a little floppy and stuff like that, it's just because I've had them for a long time. This is in the color Cherry Compote. I don't remember buying this one, but I bought it at some point. I do not recall buying this one. This is not necessarily, it is actually, yeah, it is. I say this is for Karen cakes. This is not a color that I would gravitate to. Not that I don't like these colors, but just knowing what their palette tends to be, this is probably not what I would gravitate to, but I'm gonna guess this is just like what was available. Almost done. Oh yeah, I did give you some of these. So this is the port one. This is what I thought about keeping. I have like at least 4 or 5 more of these from Fair Isle Yarn. This is also, let me see, this is a, I want to say 100% viscose. Oh no, it's 50% cotton, 50% viscose. So like, and it's a medium weight. This is the one that like kind of was like had me tempted to do the shawl, the Bag O' Day shawl, but then I changed my mind. So I have 4 of these. We're almost there. This is the Hobby Cotton Kings. I bought 3 of these. I never used any of them. Back when I first was buying, when I was like, this is like 20, probably 19 and 20, I was buying a lot from Hobby. This is so pretty. I just know I'll never use it. And I have all those Hirschner's cakes too. I mean, this is something I can always go back and rebuy. This is like, for one, even once I bought these, I kind of regretted my color choices. I bought 3 of these, and I bought 3 of this other one. It's kind of like a blues and pinks. It goes from like a beige to like a pink to like a blue here. This is really pretty though. Look at this. This goes from like this bright yellow down out to orange into red. Like, I just never got around to using it, and it's like still, I would make a shawl with it, but these are not probably the colors I would choose for a shawl. So, giving them away. This is just something random I came across at, I'm gonna guess, Joann's at some point. I've never seen it before or after, but it is a patent silk bamboo like blend. I just have the one skein of it. I don't know anything about it. It feels really soft. I just, you know, what would I do with just one thing of it, you know? But maybe somebody would have some better ideas. Maybe like a little scarf thingy. And then lastly, I threw in a couple of sock yarns. These are cotton sock yarns. I got these from Hobby Lobby last year. I like them. I just don't know when I'll get around to making socks. I still have a whole bunch more of them. Like, not just the cotton ones, like the regular wool nylon ones. Like, I just grabbed a couple of these to put in here just because I don't know when I'll ever get around to making socks. So that is everything. Maybe as I pack it back up, we'll count them. And then I'll go over some details. And the, my mystery boxes are very similar. So I feel like this is like, I made this box, the giveaway box, like a little bit more, like a lot more fancy stuff. So you see there's no Red Heart Super Saver in this. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's a little bit more niche stuff, you know? So like, just not that, you know, I didn't necessarily put a like value yarns in there, whereas the other boxes are probably gonna have like some value yarns mixed in. This is kind of like, because this is kind of my special thank you gift to one lucky person. Oh, cat hair. I made these like kind of as nice as I could bear to make them without crying myself to sleep tonight over all the yarn that I'm giving away. My little corner of the garage though looks a lot better. My husband will be happy. I mean, here's like, the thing is, like, I know I can never use all my yarn, and honestly, if I die before my husband, he will have my yarn on the corner the next day, probably, calling like our county refuse people, to come pick it up. So like, I don't think he'd even put it on Facebook Marketplace or anything, like giving anyone a chance to get it. It would be gone. He's such a like anti-clutter guy. So I'm like, might as well in my lifetime have a little bit of control about what happens to my yarn. Anyway, so that's the box. It's heavy. I forgot to count. Sorry, it was a lot, you guys. I don't know if shoot. Oh, I'm gonna have to repack this because I forgot these two. All right, I think we're good. So as you see, we're gonna be squeezing this stuff in here. Oh, it's gonna be barely closed up. Okay, so a couple of things. Much like my mystery box, like the free shipping, this is for, unfortunately, only the US. I just can't I don't have a lot of money to, I don't want to spend a lot of money to ship overseas. It's just prohibitive right now. But I will, if the winner is not in the US, I will provide a $50 gift card. So you just give me your email, and I'll send you a $50 probably Amazon card. Because that's probably what it's gonna cost me to ship anywhere inside the US, like $50 or more. So it'll kind of even out. So inside the US, for the actual yarn, gift card otherwise. I guess all the legal stuff, this is not sponsored by anybody. YouTube is not affiliated. No yarn companies are affiliated. This is just yarn that I bought with my own money. You must be over 18. I don't even know what the other legal stuff is, I gotta say. But if there is more, then I'll splice it on there somewhere later in this video, or I'll put it in the description box. To win, you do have to be subscribe to the channel. You have to like the video and leave a comment with the name of the, leave a comment saying whatever you want. Leave a comment saying whatever you want. Obviously, so I'm gonna pick the winner. I guess probably, I don't know if I'll be able to do it live. I might be able to do it live. Yeah, I'll do it live because I'm gonna have to. But I'll just do, like, if it's a lot of people, I'll do a random comment picker. I'll just do it on my computer. If it's not a lot of people, I'll put the names like in a bowl or something. Just depends on how many people, but I will pick the winner. Let's give it a week. So today is the 8th for you guys. We're gonna pick the winner on the next Monday. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15th? The 15th, yes. Oh my gosh, it's really late, guys. I'll pick the winner on the 15th, and then you can email me. I'll make sure my email is, I always forget to put it in the description box, but I will make sure that my email's in the description box of the video where I pick it. I won't do it live. Like, I'll do it on camera though, and I'll post it. Anything else we gotta go over? Oh. You know what? Leave a comment with like the name of leave whatever you want. I was gonna say like with the name of the holiday that we're celebrating, but or not the holiday, the event we're celebrating, but it's like, yeah, let's do that just to, I guess, avoid bots. I guess that's why. Like, leave a comment with one of like wishing me happiness on one of the 2 events that I'm celebrating today. Yeah, let's do that. And oh yeah, so yeah, don't give your information to anyone, I'll do you'll see me pick the winner, and then you reach out to me on email. I will not be reaching out to you in the comments or any other way. I won't reach out to you first. So you pick the winner, I pick the winner, you reach out to me first, and then we will proceed from there. I guess that's it. Anyway, just, a huge thank you to everybody that's been a faithful watcher, been a faithful supporter, all your kind comments. Even when I don't always get around to replying or responding to your comments, like, I read them and I appreciate them. I do have a very busy life with family, with my very demanding job, etc. And so sometimes I do put my videos out there, and then I don't really monitor how they're doing, so, or anything like that. So I see the comments come in, I get the notification when I'm in the middle of work, when I'm in the middle of parenting, etc. And I'm like, oh, this is so great. And I like, some of you guys comment on all my videos, and I read them all, and I'm like, oh yeah, she's so sweet, she commented again. And then I don't always, like, right at that point, because I see the notification come in, but I'm not always able right at that point to, like, actually physically go click the heart, do a response. But just know that I do read them, I do see them, and they do make me feel good that someone is, spending time watching. So this is just a little thank you and just a little celebration. We're not doing anything special for my birthday. It's not a milestone birthday. I'm 43. It is what it is. We're not doing anything super special for the anniversary either. My mother-in-law gave us a gift card to Fogo de Chao. But we just went there, like, in January with my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, for their birthdays. And so it's not a place that I have to go, like, all the time. Like, I'm good for a while. So we're probably going to save it for, like, later this year. It's only enough for, like, one of us anyway. So it's like, like, if you get the full thing. So we still got, like, it's half of what we would spend, which is still quite good, but it's not like, oh, free dinner, but yeah. So this is just a thank you. So remember those two things: free shipping on the mystery boxes between now and Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you buy them, they're free. There's 6 of them in stock, so get them while you can. They're really good. They're so similar to what you saw here. And yeah, like and comment and be subscribed to be entered in the giveaway. I do not know if I'll be doing a lot of giveaways. I don't know if logistically I'm set up for them, honestly. Or I don't buy yarn to show. I mean, I show you the yarn I buy, but a lot of content creators, like, buy yarn to review, buy yarn to show, and then they just give it away. And that's great. That's actually my favorite type of yarn content. So no knocking if that's your thing. Like, I love it. I probably watch you. It's just not something, like, I just don't do it because it's just not part of my life at the moment. And I don't think even if you see, like, my output is not a whole lot. I do, maybe once every week, like, couple of weeks, I'll put a video out. So if I bought yarn to show, I'd have, like, this box of stuff, like, piling up, and then when would I get around to showing it? I probably wouldn't. And so all those reasons. And then I don't have, like, a setup where I can, like, kind of knit or crochet with it and you can watch me and see how it performs. Like, I don't have the overhead camera set up. A lot of reasons that that's not my stick. So because it's not my stick, like, I don't accumulate a lot of yarn that I know I won't use. So all the yarn that I buy, especially these days, I at least plan to use. Probably won't use it ever. Like, it's still quite a large collection, but I at least plan to use. So I have to get to these points like periodically where I go through and I, like, Marie Kondo it, and, like, what doesn't bring me joy anymore, I guess. Like, what am I realistically probably never gonna use? And that's what is either gonna go in a mystery box, or, if I feel like this was a worthwhile venture, like, if I feel like this is something I enjoy doing and that wasn't too stressful, then I'll probably do another giveaway at some point. But just, it's not gonna be weekly, monthly, anything like that. It'll just kind of be. And it probably won't be this big again. Well, I don't know. It probably will be this big again, just because it's just going to be when stuff builds up. But anyway, all that to say, thank you, everyone, for your support, for your community. And I guess that's it. Let me go to bed so that I can get through tomorrow, so I can get to my actual real birthday when you'll actually be watching this. Love you guys. Thank you for everything. Bye bye.